Let me paint you a picture. You're 5 minutes from grand entrances, the bridal party is lined up, the photographer is sweating, catering is behind, and then the bride grabs you and whispers, "Hey, my parents haven't spoken in 14 years. Please don't introduce them together. Also, don't introduce my dad's girlfriend. Also, my mom will lose her mind if she walks in second behind my dad." Fantastic. Welcome to Wedding DJ Special Forces Training. Roll the intro. Greetings and salutations, my DJ friends. Today's topic actually came from another DJ who messaged me asking, how do you handle divorced parents and family tension professionally? Short answer, with preparation, with confidence, and with the emotional awareness of a hostage negotiator. Let's break this down. But first, if you're new here, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you never miss out on the content I deliver week to week. My channel is built to help brand new DJs who are just entering the industry, as well as established DJs who might just need a little inside coaching once in a while. Let's start. First, your job is not to fix the family. First rule, you are not there to heal generational trauma. You are not Dr. Phil. You are not the Maury Povich Show. You are there to run a smooth event and protect your couple's experience. Your mindset has to be, I'm here to execute a plan, not referee childhood issues from 1997. The more neutral you stay, the safer you are. Next, this is where pros separate themselves from amateur playlist DJs. When you're doing your final planning call and consultation, always ask your clients, are there any family dynamics I should be aware of? And then stop talking. Let them answer, because if there's drama, it will come out. If parents are divorced, follow up with, who is walking you down the aisle? How would you like your parents introduced? Do they need to be announced separately? Are there significant others we need to account for? You're not being nosy, you're preventing chaos.
Professor Chaos!
And couples love when you ask this, because it tells them you've seen some stuff, which, believe me, we all have.
I've seen some things, man, and some stuff.
So you might be wondering, how do you do introductions without starting a family war? Let's talk grand entrances. This is where DJs accidentally light matches. If parents are divorced, here's your safe options. Option 1, introduce each parent individually. Please welcome the mother of the bride, Susan, then separately, and now the father of the bride, Mark. No pairing, no assumptions, no Anna's lovely wife, unless you've been specifically instructed to do so. Option 2, no grand entrances for parents at all. And this is totally acceptable. You don't have to introduce them. If things are tense, keep it simple. Remember, your microphone can either elevate the room or detonate it. Choose wisely. Let's talk parent dances and dance diplomacy. If there's tension, clarify this ahead of time. Is there 1 or 2 father-daughter dances? Is a step-parent included? Does anyone not want to be recognized? Because nothing is worse than saying, let's welcome dad to the floor, and mom in the corner looking like she's about to flip a banquet table. If there are multiple parent figures, frame it gracefully. Tonight, we celebrate all the people who helped shape this incredible bride. See that? Inclusive, elegant, non-explosive. So what can you do if tension boils over? Now, let's say something happens. A comment, a speech that goes sideways, an icy stare across table 8. You stay calm. You do not take sides. If someone approaches you to complain about another family member, your response should always be, I completely understand. My job is to keep the timeline flowing and make sure tonight goes smoothly for everyone. Neutral, professional, untouchable. Next, be sure to coordinate with other vendors. If you sense tension, quietly tell the planner, the photographer, the venue coordinator, not in a gossip way, in a, hey, just a heads up so we can position people strategically type of way. Because if the photographer accidentally says, okay, let's get mom and dad together for a big hug, you don't want that surprise. Team awareness prevents awkwardness. Next, this is critical. Don't feed the drama. Never joke about the divorce, comment on awkwardness, reference complicated families, react visibly when things get tense. your face should always say, "This is perfectly normal, emotionally stable environment." Even if inside you're thinking, "I need hazard pay." So why does all this build your reputation? Here's the truth. Anyone can press play on a playlist. Not everyone can manage human emotions in a high-stakes environment. When couples see you handle tension smoothly, they trust you more. When planners see you handle tension smoothly, they refer you more. When parents see that you stayed respectful, they appreciate you, even if they can't stand each other. Professionalism in awkward moments is what separates the hobby DJs from premium event professionals. Let's wrap this up. So, in conclusion, ask about dynamics early, plan introductions intentionally, clarify dances, stay neutral, coordinate with vendors, never escalate, and protect the couple at all costs. You're not just managing music, you're managing energy. And sometimes that energy has been in therapy since 2004. If you've ever had a divorced parent moment at your event, drop it in the comments and tell me about it. I'm always curious to hear other DJ stories. And if you found this helpful, share it with another DJ who might need it before wedding season kicks into full emotional overdrive. Remember, we don't just control the soundtrack, we control the temperature of the room. As I say at the end of all my videos, a day without dancing is a day wasted. Stay smooth, stay neutral, and for the love of all things audio, always clarify the parent dances. See you guys in the next one.